All right, everybody, and welcome back to Two Dudes in a Room.
Two Dudes in a Room.
My name's Cordell.
And I'm Zach. Not. Wow, we really messed that one up, didn't we?
And our Halloween special, too.
Of course.
All right, this is the Halloween special, everybody. We're in costume and everything.
We're supposed to be in costume?
Oh. You didn't get the memo?
No, I forgot. I'm sorry.
Oh. Well,
maybe next time.
This is awkward.
No, it's half a Halloween now.
I'm the only one who's in the spoopy spirit. Mm-hmm. Speaking of costumes, Zach, you brought us some costumes. I have not seen them yet. I don't know what these costumes look like or anything like that. But Zach here has picked out 7 costumes, and they're weird.
They're very inspirational.
There you go. Why don't you take it away from here? What do we?
All right. So if we can get a visual on the first one, your first thoughts, Cordell?
That's toilet paper on his waist.
It is.
And it looks like is like a tic-tac-toe board. Like what?
He is a bathroom wall.
What?
Yep.
Okay.
Bathroom wall.
Okay.
So imagine you came up to this person. What kind of conversation would you start with them?
What would I start with him?
Yeah.
What are you?
A bathroom wall.
And
where do you go from there?
Why?
Because it really is the scariest thing out there.
A lot of scary stuff gets written on those things.
Do you think he'll get drawn on?
Oh, 100%. I'm pretty sure that's a marker in his right hand.
Oh, is it?
I think so. So I think you could come up and write on his costume.
See, that would be actually very cool because it's interactive.
So like he would just have people come up to him and write stuff on his costume. That's genius. That is a great conversation starter. He's getting all the ladies.
And also very dangerous.
I mean, I gotta assume that like he can wipe off the stuff that he doesn't want on there.
Yeah.
It's got to be a reusable costume. You've got to be able to
like throw it in the washer and come back.
I mean, just like a dry erase. I'm guessing.
Oh.
Like it's a maybe. I don't know. I don't have this costume. I don't know what's going on here. You're the one who picked these things out.
Hey, I just wanted. These were inspirational to me in a different way. They're going to be inspirational into you.
I don't know what that inspired you.
It did. It said be creative and also keep it simple.
Keep it simple. I mean, yeah, it's a pretty straightforward costume idea. I like it personally. I'm a big fan.
What?
You have a baby.
What? Oh, yeah. It was bring your kid to work day.
Where'd this little guy come from?
Oh, this is Carlos.
Hi, Carlos.
Carlos, yep.
How you been? Oh, that's cute. He's cute.
He's a little camera shy, so I mean.
That's what the sunglasses are for.
Right, exactly.
I get it. Well, what do you got next for us?
Moving on here, we have. Carlos can relate to this one a little bit. What do you think it is initially?
It's a giant crying baby.
Okay.
And it's beautiful. It's the thing of nightmares, though.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure I've had this exact that nightmare.
Of just a baby.
A baby that's crying, giant.
I'm trying to figure out though, what is the blue around it?
That's his bonnet.
That's a
bonnet, or like maybe it's a baseball cap or something. What's a hat that the baby has on him?
It's a hat with a baby with a hat on, or a hat with a baby on.
Sure. That's
what spoke to me.
I enjoy it. It's a creative costume if nothing else, and it's really gonna get people's attention at the party.
Again, how do you start the conversation? Okay, so you figured out what they were.
Yes.
What's your next initial thing I need to talk to you about?
Where did you get it?
Amazon?
Yeah, the internet's a weird place, guys. You can find anything there, including giant crying baby costumes. And that's frightening.
I mean, crying babies for me are probably one of the most scary things.
That's the most scary. Like I've seen tons of horror movies. I'm a big horror movie buff. Nothing is that scary.
Debatably.
Okay, if you say so.
Moving on to the next costume.
Are you kidding me? That's Bert, a morph suit Bert.
It is. And that to me is like the minimal amount of effort you can put into a costume.
It's so beautiful though.
Well.
I'm a big fan. This is great.
Well.
I would put like a cone on my head or something so my head was more ovular like his is in the show.
And also the face is kind of like rounded.
Yeah.
Which is kind of.
Because it has some mold to your face.
What brings in the weirdness of it all.
I like it. I like it a lot. But like only a certain type of dude can pull that off, and that's good-looking dudes. The bigger of the two dudes is not going to be able to pull that off. I'm not going to look good in a morph suit.
For Ernie at that point.
Maybe that was. Thanks. I like Ernie and his rubber ducky they were two of my favorite friends when I was a kid, and I didn't really like Bert, but now that I've seen Bert the way we've seen Bert now, I'm a bigger fan of Bert. Bert's a good guy.
Yes, but I believe there's a morph suit out there that's probably would make that one worse as well.
Like, you mean there's worse morph suits out there?
No, I'm saying like Bert in a morph suit does not make it any better.
Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah. No.
So I mean, if it's like a character that it shouldn't be put into a morph suit. It should have like a mask so it looks more natural.
Yeah,
like
agreed.
That one was very awkward.
No one's going to Comic-Con looking like Bert in a morph suit. That's not happening. That's not high quality cosplay, guys.
Unless they release a new movie.
Yeah, like where everybody's in morph suits.
A live action.
That'd be terrifying.
That'd be a good Halloween movie.
Yeah. Agreed.
All right, moving on to the next costume.
You got another one for us? Really?
Yeah.
That's really creative. I like it a lot.
And my favorite part about this picture is no one is dressed up in the background. He's the only one who's dressed up right now.
He's winning the costume contest. He's got that going for him.
He's got it in the bag. But
he's a gingerbread man.
He is.
And I think I may have seen this on Reddit somewhere or something similar to it. But his emotionless face there, just his lack of.
It's like his mom was like last minute. She's like, "Oh, we can make something up for you."
You were supposed to wear a costume today? Yep. Apparently not, because no one else is wearing a costume.
Yeah, he got the wrong date.
He got the wrong school day. I mean, this was picture day.
Yeah.
This is picture day.
He thought it was Halloween.
That's an easy mistake to make. I get where they're coming from on that one.
Literally,
sure.
all she did was put hooks on bread and then put it around his neck.
Just dangle them, and then they wrote a sign in crayon that said "Gingerbread Man."
Did you ever do anything creative like that kind of pun,
I've never done a pun before, but one year I went as Bill Clinton. I was Bill Clinton one year. I had a mask and everything, a big old rubber mask. It was that one was a lot of fun. But as far as costumes go, I was Darth Vader for like 6 years in a row because I had a really good movie quality Darth Vader helmet.
Oh, gotcha.
So like I was never super creative with my Halloween costumes.
Yeah. I did have one that was pun related. I had a colored in eye and then a bunch of peas on me. So
I was a black-eyed pea.
Yeah.
Black-eyed.
It's pretty awful. I know. I'm not proud of it either.
Yeah. We're friends.
I figured I'd put it on TV.
For the world to know.
Yeah, exactly.
I appreciate your bravery.
Thank you. I am here with a baby, so that's the bravest one to ever be on TV.
He's very quiet. You're very well behaved.
It's the sunglasses. The light's coming down on him. He's not feeling it. So he put the glasses on. He was more chill.
I got you. Okay, yeah, that's a great parenting technique. Yeah. Use that in the future, parents. You got this.
Moving on to the next costume.
What is that?
That is a zombie hot dog.
Is that Nightmare? Is that true Nightmare?
It could be. Or it could be like, what was the one animated movie?
Sausage Party.
Yeah, it could be a sausage party.
Oh my gosh.
All I know is it's some kind of zombie hot dog.
I don't like it. It scares me. Its eyes popping out. Why does a hot dog have eyes in the first place? And teeth?
Well,
why teeth?
There's probably teeth in hot dogs.
Oh, I don't want that image. I've seen how hot dogs are made and I still eat them, but like less frequently.
Less frequently now.
Here's
the thing. Is there any food that could be a zombie that would be socially acceptable?
Pumpkin.
Oh, yeah. I could see that, I guess.
We carve them up into scary faces, anyways, might as well.
Might as well be a zombie
Zombie pumpkin. That's a movie. I guarantee you that is a movie somewhere.
It sounds awful.
Yeah. I mean, Attack of the Killer Clowns is a movie, and that's about alien clowns that come to wipe out humanity with acid pies and other weird things. They turn people into cotton candy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Have you never seen that movie?
No.
Oh.
Is it a gem?
It is a gem of the 80s.
It's an experience.
I didn't like it at first, but it's grown on me. It's like The Big Lebowski, which is who I thought you were at first.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I just grew a beard for a little bit more and decided to put on sunglasses today. I brought a baby.
Carlos, you're so cute. Yeah. That's one of my favorite things, babies. Like I like
Giving high fives.
babies giving high fives. You can look it up on YouTube. It's phenomenal.
It's a great costume. Do we have any more? I don't remember if I grabbed any more. Oh no,
We do have one other one. Look at
yeah,
that.
That's a good one.
We got two more actually. This one, does that say nice bass?
Yeah.
Nice bass, and
Yeah.
it's one of those wall singing fish, and I don't know how to feel about this one. What I don't like, the only thing I really don't like about this costume is his creepy face. He's got the weirdest.
I don't know what you're talking about. He looks like a natural young boy. That's how I smile. You can't tell now, but I am smiling.
I feel dirty. I feel dirty for looking at this picture.
It's kind of like the fish is eating him, and like it's like the revenge of the fish.
He's really happy about the revenge of the fish.
You know, this would be acceptable to me if like he made this himself.
Yeah, I mean, did we even get this off the internet? Like, is this allowed? Like, is this not from somebody's like personal scrapbook?
It could be.
They took this at a Halloween party.
Oh, that's my dad.
That's your dad?
Yep,
Everything makes so much more sense now.
Yep, for sure. That's my dad and everybody.
I've seen his dad. I can confirm.
100%. That's my dad.
That face is gonna haunt me.
I don't think he's that creative.
Your dad?
My dad's face is haunting you?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Whoever's face that was. If
Right.
it's your dad, then yeah. If not, I need to find this guy. I need to know what possessed him to possibly think that was a good idea.
We'll let him know that he's on Two Dudes.
He's welcome. You're welcome. This is an
welcome,
open
yeah.
invitation to that dude from that stock photo to come on this show and tell us why. I need explanation. I need answers.
But he has to come in that costume.
Yes.
Yep.
So
There's no other way that's
next
acceptable.
Halloween, when we can do costumes again, he'll be here, right here. It'll be three dudes and a baby.
There you go.
And I don't like that one. Can we
Move on to the next
Can we go to the next one, please?
Yeah, this one's a little better.
No.
What?
No.
You don't like this one?
I don't like it at all.
Why not?
First of all, that's a dead puppy. Like, let's be real. That
No,
puppy.
he's just squished.
He's. Why, Grandma? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to Rover?
She just can't see.
Like,
No, she has
look at
no
her
idea.
face. She knows.
No, she doesn't know.
She's got a conniving. She's looking behind her, like, where's the dog? No, she knows.
No, she doesn't know.
It's
innocence.
And is that?
Old people aren't evil.
I beg to differ, but that poor puppy. You guys don't know how much I love dogs.
No, just think about this. Think about it this way. It's just two very cushiony pillows. Between...
I mean, that's probably what it actually is. I mean, her butt's probably not that big.
Yeah.
But
is this weird if this is a normal person, not a grandma?
is this weird if it's a normal? I mean, like that's her actual butt. Is that what you mean?
No, I mean like that's not a grandma. It's just a regular person.
Oh, I guarantee you that was just like a 35-year-old that was like, this is gonna be hilarious.
Okay, that's fair. But like I'm saying, if they displayed it not as a grandma in the costume.
So if it was just a
regular
person with a big butt and the dog, it's not as funny.
Okay, that's fair.
The grandma really pushes it over the edge.
Yep.
And I mean, she just got her Beanie Baby and put it in between her cheeks, and she went for it. And good on her.
Yeah.
She went for it, and I appreciate that costume. I really do. Well, we're gonna go to commercial break right now, and when we come back, we're gonna be talking about horror movies, which ones to watch, and probably what not to watch on Halloween. Stay tuned.
Founded in 1985, the Missouri Valley Football Conference has established a tradition of FCS football excellence. Competing at the highest level of NCAA Division I, student athletes at its 10 institutions demonstrate character, passion, and integrity as they grow as a student, an athlete, and a citizen. The Missouri Valley Football Conference, where leaders are shaped and champions are forged.
Two dudes in a room.
Two dudes in a room.
Two dudes in a room. My name is Zach.
And I'm not.
And Cordell, I did my bit where I
Yeah.
got to find fun costumes.
Yes.
Of course, you are the movie man.
I'm the movie buff.
So what do you have for us today?
I have top 5 movies that you need to watch on Halloween. Now, this is a whole wide range of movies. 3 of them are going to seem really similar, actually. But I've got 5 movies for you. All of them you should watch on Halloween.
Okay.
Maybe not in the same night because, I mean, moving and being active is kind of important.
Trick-or-treating, you mean?
The trick-or-treating. I mean, I don't go trick-or-treating anymore. That's a shame on me. But speaking of trick-or-treating, my first movie that I recommend to you on Halloween is Halloween. That is the 1979 version of Halloween. You know, if you're feeling more adventurous, you can go the 2007 remake that they did. They rebooted the franchise in 2007. But Halloween's all about Michael Myers. He's this serial killer slasher. He's the one that wears the white mask and the jumpsuit, carries around the big old kitchen knife. And he is terrifying in the sense that he doesn't run at you. He stalks you very, very meticulously, and he always gets the person that he's going after, except Laurie, his sister, who is the main character of this movie.
Okay.
And she has been for all 10 movies that they've made. Sorry, not excluding the second one. Because the second one didn't even have Michael Myers in it.
Oh.
It was stupid.
That doesn't sound correct to me.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Don't watch the second one. You can, if you get the box set and you get all 10 of them in one box set, just take the second one, toss it in the garbage. You don't need it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Do you remember the body count on the first Halloween movie?
It's in the double digits. I know that for sure.
Okay.
Halloween is one of those movies I go back to year after year. It's phenomenal. Because I find Jason just so disturbing, especially in the 2007 version. He's even more, he's creepier in that version.
Okay.
But that movie isn't as good as a whole. It's when you go to the 2007, you get 40 minutes of backstory as to why, like it's him as a little boy for 40 minutes, and in the first 2 seconds you can go, oh, that's why he kills people, because his home life is not good. It starts off, and his stepdad and his mom are yelling at each other very loud, and then there's a baby that's crying, and you're like, oh, I want to gouge my eyes out right now, and I understand why why Michael is the way that Michael is.
Oh.
He's a creepy kid, and you only get a little bit of him why he is the way he is in the original. But if you can, I'll go with either of those, the 79 version or the 2007 version. They're both pretty good. They both have their merits. Go ahead and watch that one. It's named after the holiday, so you might as well.
Yeah, makes sense.
Number 2, Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay. Phenomenal movie. I love it. A lot of people are like, why do you like that movie? I mean, it's a classic, guys. Come on.
Just because it's a classic, you should watch it?
It's just because Freddy Krueger is one of the scariest things that has ever existed, because he doesn't hunt you while you're awake. He hunts you when you're most vulnerable, when you're sleeping. And he's got that glove with the knives on it, and that's not all he kills you with. Like in the original, if you haven't seen it, Johnny Depp is in this movie actually. He's actually one of the
Oh yeah, he's the one laying on the bed.
We've all seen that iconic scene where Johnny Depp is laying in bed. He's got like his stereo, like a giant stereo on his chest. He's listening with these big old headphones, and a hole opens up in his bed, and he just like sinks through it.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. And we've all seen it. That movie came out in the 80s. If you have not seen that movie by now, you can do it now because it's Halloween and it's time. And then just blood goes everywhere. It's a very bloody movie. I'm a big fan of it for that reason.
What year? You said this came out in the 80s?
I'm 99% sure. Don't remember what the fourth numeral in that year is, but it was the 80s.
Do you remember how many remakes they have?
I'm pretty sure there's 10. There's 10 Freddy movies as well.
Okay.
Including the reboot that they did in like 2009, 2008, somewhere in there. That one's not good. Don't watch that one. I'm sure that one's going to be at your local Redbox. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Do you think they'd make a Freddy versus Michael Myers?
You know what? They made a Freddy versus Jason.
Right, I know that much.
And if Michael Myers were to get thrown in there as well, I was hoping Pinhead was going to get thrown in there. You have some Googling to do. Go check out all 4 of those people. Make sure you know who they are. It's their time of year. Give them respects, please. I would love to see Michael get thrown in that mix as well. I'd love to see just a big old like Chucky, Leprechaun, all the guys. Just all the guys coming together, going to the bar, having a few brews, getting a little too tipsy at the bar, and fighting it out in the parking lot. That'd be a great movie.
I'd see it.
That's the next billion-dollar idea, trademarked, mine. We're moving on to number 3 now. Number 3 is Saw.
Okay.
I would say anywhere from Saw 1 to Saw 3. After that, they get too convoluted.
Okay.
And you need to watch the first 3 to even understand the rest of the series. Do you know anything about Saw?
Yeah, I do know. I have seen parts and bits, but I haven't seen Saw all the way through in one movie. Like I've seen all the traps that it gets set into.
Okay, yep.
And I know the gist of kind of what it's about and stuff like that, kind of the backstory a little bit, but I know there's details I don't know about
it.
Yep,
so it stars, the main villain, I would say, is Jigsaw. And Jigsaw doesn't actually kill people. I mean, in the normal sense that the other 2 have. They physically are like, oh, knives in your body, you're dead. Jigsaw, he puts you in predicaments where you could live, you could die, and it's up to you to choose if you want to live or die. And he constructs these traps, basically, and you have to work your way out of them in one way or another.
Right.
Playing by his rules. That's why the tagline, I want to play a game. You know, we've all seen that.
Yeah, it's interesting how he also picks the people, because they're people that don't like,
they don't appreciate life.
Yep.
Because he himself, he was I don't remember exactly what he did before he.
Was it drugs or something?
No, he was a very well respected man. I believe he was a doctor.
Oh, okay.
And he gets cancer, and he tries to take his own life, and then decides, nah. Halfway through it, he has a big old. He crashes his car. There's a big old bar in his stomach. He pulls it out, and he goes to the hospital, saves his life, and he's like, I want to make sure other people appreciate life the way I do. So I'm gonna kill them.
Yeah, when the first one came out, it really was something new that people haven't seen.
100%. It was based on all those low-budget found footage movies, basically. It was based off of like the Blair Witch Project. That was the vibe they were going with.
Right.
And it escalated from there to this big budget production thing. And I like it. I like the first 3 for sure. I haven't seen the newest one yet. I plan on it very, very soon. We'll move on from there.
All right.
My next one is Donnie Darko.
Okay.
A lot of people don't like this movie.
I don't know anything about this one, so you gotta let me know.
It's a very convoluted plot for this one. Excuse me. In the beginning, you have Donnie. He's played by Jake Gyllenhaal. Pretty big star for the time. And his sister, in real life, Maggie Gyllenhaal, plays his sister in the movie. And he's just a weird kid. One of those outsider kids.
Okay.
And one night, he wakes up and he gets this vision of this weird bunny thing. I don't know if you guys have seen the box art for it, but there's this weird bunny skeleton-looking thing, and he sees it, he follows it, and then as he walks out of his room, a plane engine falls onto his room, like where his room would have been, so it saves his life essentially.
Okay.
And he becomes fixated by this bunny, and he's able to like see time rips where like people could have chosen to do a different thing. They're like walking down the road, and there's this like wiggly, spirally. Like, have you ever seen Predator? You know when he's invisible? It kind of looks like that.
Okay.
And then like if they come to a fork in the road, it shows like
what would have happened and what is happening?
both of the things going off, and then it shows he sees where they go, but he sees what could have happened to them, and he gets fixated on time travel. That's what these are slipstreams of time travel.
Okay.
And it's a movie about time travel, a scary bunny, murder. It's It's not exactly blood and gore like the last 3 have been, but it's a really good find, and I recommend it 100%. It's a bit of a thinker's movie. It's on Netflix right now, so go ahead.
That's what I was going to say. Out of all the ones so far, this one has just been mainly the thinker.
Okay, yeah,
the other ones have mainly just been like, death and gore and stuff like that. So this one really seems like something you need to actually pay attention to.
Exactly.
Not that you shouldn't pay attention to the other ones. I'm just saying that this one you kind of need to watch it so you understand how it all works and what's going down.
That's exactly right. So if it's on Netflix, go home, watch that one. It's a thinker's movie, but I think you'll enjoy that one.
Do you remember when that came out again?
That was in the 90s.
90s?
I want to say that was 90s, early 2000s, somewhere in that area.
Okay.
Apparently I didn't do my research as well as I should have on these movies. And my number 1, my top movie that you need to watch this Halloween, Ghostbusters. You got to watch Ghostbusters. It's Halloween time. There's ghosts. They're being busted.
Great job, movie buff. You did good figuring that one out. Decoded that one.
It's got some of the best comedy in any movie that I've ever seen, and I'm talking the old one with Dan Aykroyd and all those guys. They're some of the best comedy names of any generation. They're phenomenal, all of them.
Yeah.
And if you want to watch the new one, go ahead. That one has its merits as well. I just think the original has the special effects hold up today. I mean, they have their downsides. Where, there are parts where you see the big old Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah. You
can see through him. He's the effects they're from the 80s. You know?
I think it's also a nostalgia thing with the effects back then. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, oh, see, that was cool back in my day.
And they hold up for the most part. The ghosts themselves, they hold up, and it's there are some parts where like that dog thing is running across the street, and you're like, oh, that's obviously fake.
Right. Okay.
But the effects hold up. The jokes are hilarious. The 100th time you watch it, it's a phenomenal movie overall. The new one they made 2016, I believe, is when that one came out.
Yep.
The one thing I think it has over the old one is that the action is so much better in the remake, because the action in the original is, we have these sticks, we point them at ghosts, we put them in box. What's the big action of the climax? We point the sticks at each other, and then there's big explosion, and then the things twist.
Okay.
So it's we go from our action to our big action.
Okay.
Not a whole lot of change there. It's not big on the action, but the one with the reboot, the action is really good, and I think it'll hold up as much as the old movie has held up in the past. It's one of my favorites.
Right. What's interesting about this selection in your movie, though, is this one isn't really scary in a way. It just has good humor in it.
Exactly.
So I guess this is going to be this list is going to get mixed up if someone else wants to see a horror movie.
100%. Yeah. If you want to, why don't you tweet at us? You just go to our Facebook page, email us. You can contact us at dudesintheroom2@gmail.com. Our Twitter is 2dudesintheroom, and Facebook and YouTube are both 2dudesintheroom, like you see there on the screen. Tweet at us. Tell us what do you think? What's your top 5? I mean, it's
Halloween, or what were you for Halloween, or anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How do you like to spend Halloween? It's Halloween is just one of those holidays. Everybody spends it differently. I mean, as far as Thanksgiving goes, everybody sits down, they eat with their family. Christmas, we all open presents. But Halloween is a special holiday in the sense that there's no set rules as to what you need to do.
Right.
You
Some
go out, do
people
your
want
thing.
to stay home and watch horror movies. Others want to get costumes and go out and have fun and trick or treating.
All that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's really what you make of it. Halloween is definitely one of my favorite holidays, and I mean we have a little time, so I am going to talk about one more movie.
Okay.
And a lot of people are going to get mad at me here.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited for the hate coming our way now.
We don't really have a graphic for this one, but my one that I recommend if you want to watch a movie is Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas is a great movie, but I'm not a big Tim Burton fan.
Oh.
Yeah, there we have it. We have it up on the screen now.
Hey, look at them go.
Our
Nice job,
graphics department is just
look at them
phenomenal. Way to go, guys. Night Before Christmas is awesome. It in the sense that it brings together 2 holidays that everyone loves. It's claymation, and it's really just it's there. It's Tim Burton at his best.
Yeah.
And if that's a great Halloween one as well. So go ahead and tell us what you think about that. Until next time, this has been Two Dudes in a Room.
Two dudes in a room.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.